In today's video, I'm gonna show you guys the best settings for Fortnite Season 6. These settings will boost your FPS, best colorblind modes, best brightness, minimize your input delay so that you feel like you're playing creative in Arena, and fully optimize your platform, whether you're on console or PC. So the video will cover both of them. Don't worry about that, alright? So stay tuned and watch the entire thing because you might mess up if you don't watch the entire thing, and you possibly might decrease your performance. So yeah, if you guys are new, click that subscribe button and let's get right into it. Let's go. By the way, these tips are even used by AdamX, a professional, really professional tweaker that's tweaked pro players, like optimizes their PCs at its fullest. Alright, for the first thing, what you want to do, you want to go in your settings, okay? And the first thing you want to do is you want to play on full screen. If you can't play on full screen, I'm not sure, just try your best to play full screen because, as it says on the right side, your game will run slightly faster. For the resolution, usually you want to play 1920 by 1080 unless you guys are playing like stretch res. Not necessarily stretch res, but like a res that can get you better FPS. Like you can go lower, obviously, right? You can go 60 by 900 or 1280 by 720. Alright, but the lower you go, the more pixelated your game be because you're going down in resolution. So that's why I play at 1920. If you can't run a consistent amount of frames, you should obviously go down in resolution so that you can get those juicy frames. For the frame limit, it should be one up higher than the hertz of your monitor. So if you have a 144 hertz monitor, you should put it at 160 FPS. Alright, cap it there. For the brightness, seems like nothing has changed so far. I've tested that the daytime and like it's really not that bad. So the brightness can be adjusted to your willing. Colorblind strength. So the colorblind strength, there's like possible theories that whether this colorblind is better or protonope is better. Like there's a lot of theories, right? I've seen some pros use protonope such as Booga. I've seen some use Tridenope. I've seen some that just doesn't use anything at all. So it's really a preference. I'll probably get you updated maybe in the comment section below. But for now, I think just going with original is the best here. I can show you guys here a comparison. So I do know. Oh wow, that looks so. Protonope 5. You have this making things a bit dark. Tridenope making it 5, and off it's just like this. For this part, we should get directly with the rendering mode because you can have 3 options. You can have either performance mode, DX12, alright, or DX11. From what I've seen almost every pro use performance modes besides a couple. The reason why is because they say it just looks ugly and they don't like it. Hey, it's up to you, but for the majority of pros, they use performance mode and on high meshes, and you should too. Alright, depending on whether if you're on performance mode, you're gonna get something like this where you have high meshes. If you go back to the lobby, you're gonna have high meshes or low meshes. I would recommend high meshes unless you want more builds, then go with low meshes. Alright, texture is high because if you guys didn't know, Fortnite is really heavy CPU usage, so turning up your textures will actually force your graphics card to work. So if you guys are on DX12 or DX11 or even on console, you want to turn off shadows, turn off anti-aliasing, turn off effects, and just turn everything low. You want everything low, even view distance, and maybe medium, but generally you want everything low besides textures. You have textures, turn that to high or epic, and for view distance, medium or low. Alright, for the VSync, turn that off. Motion blur, turn that off. All of these just increase input delay and decrease FPS. Alright, you just don't want that. Show FPS is up to you. Allow multi-thread rendering. If you're on DX12 or DX11, generally you want that if you have 4 or more CPU cores. So if you're on, the way how you check is, or you can do Control Shift Escape on your keyboard or task manager like that. Click there, you're gonna get this. Okay, you're go to performance and go to your cores. I have 6 cores, so I should allow multi-thread rendering if I was on DX12 or DX11. For both console players and PC players, you want to turn off record replays. Alright, it should be right here. Turn it off, record replays, record large scene replays, record creative mode replays, because the dark seems pretty dark. I ain't gonna lie. I might actually have to tell you guys to maybe adjust your brightness just a bit, or maybe even play on Tridenope, because I'm not gonna lie, this seems pretty dark. Or you can have the options to maybe turn up your monitor settings or your GPU settings where you can turn up the brightness, because this is pretty dark. I ain't gonna lie. Another thing you want to do is, if you turn off replays, there might be a chance that there's possibly some replays in your replays folder. All you want to do is delete all of them. Alright, the reason why, because this just takes up storage and it just packs up and puts more work on your your storage drive. Now I'm gonna move on to PC settings that actually really get into detail, really decrease your input delay. Alright, these are settings outside of Fortnite, so just that little heads up. Alright, in the description below I'm going to link a Fortnite Season 6 FPS Boost pack. This pack is even used by AdamX. All credits go to him because he's the one that created this pack. I'm just showing you guys because, dude, this pack is really good. Alright, before you get started, and let's say you don't like the changes that you made, you can always revert back, but you have to do this step, so pay attention. What you guys want to do is you want to create a restore point. So create a restore point, which is gonna be right here. Create right here, and then name it, just say before the FPS changes, so you know this is the state of your PC before the FPS changes. And to access this restore point, all you want to do is basically go choose a different restore point right here, restore system restore, and then this thing is gonna pop up, and then you see before the FPS changes. Okay, what you want to do is disable full screen optimizations. Alright, just press yes. Oh, whoops. Oh, nothing's okay. Just like that. Yeah, press yes, and basically go into your storage drive. Okay, go right here, go into your local drive. Okay, you want to go to program files, Epic Games, Fortnite game, binaries, Windows 64, and go to these applications right here. For each and every of them, what you want to do is you want to hit right click properties, compatibility, and disable full screen optimizations. Hit apply. Okay, and do it for all 4 apps. Okay, and then disable game DVR. Just do like this. Fortnite no more priority, because according to AdamX, apparently if you set Fortnite at a higher priority, you may get some stutters or audio cutouts. So this is why you want to put up Fortnite no more priority. Alright, and then GPU CPU tweaks. This is maximizes your compatibility. And then power tweaks, basically you're putting at high power performance mode. Alright, so what you want to do, you want to go in your power settings, edit power plan right here. Just type in power and edit power plan. This thing should pop up. You want to go to power options and select high performance mode. Favorites performance, but may use more energy, and you want the most juice, right? You want to get the most FPS. This is what you got to do. Going back into the folder, you want to go to your GPU settings. Based on your GPU, there's going to be a folder where you should copy your GPU settings. So like, for example, if you're on NVIDIA, you go to your NVIDIA control panel and copy all these settings. These settings are the best to get the best FPS and get the least input delay. Okay, and if AMD, etc., you get the idea. Alright, and for the third part of this program, you have a program basically called Intelligent Standby List Cleaner. A lot of many pros do it. Alright, so basically what you want to do is you want to right click this program right here, run it as admin. Okay, if you don't see anything that pops up, it's something in the right hand corner right here. As you see, it's gonna pop up. Just click that. Alright, so for this part, there's gonna be commands and error fixes or whatever. If anything doesn't go right according to your will, there's going to be error fixes folder or in this FPS Boost pack, and just read them. Alright, because let me tell you, every PC is different. Anyways, for this part, what you want to do is you want to click stop. Alright, for this part, free memory is lower than, you want to put half of what your RAM is. Alright, so let's say if you have 16 or 32 gigabytes of RAM, you want to split that in half and put 1600. Alright, you have 800 gigabytes of RAM, or 8 gigabytes of RAM, you want to put 4000 in here, 4000 MB. Alright, you want the max timer resolution, give you the least input delay on your monitor. So as you see, maximum timer resolution is 0.5, and you put 0.5 right here. You want to click start, click personalized stand list, and you want to minimize it. Don't X out, minimize. For the fourth one, this is basically a cache cleaner for your PC. Or usually all you want to do is okay, this looks like I'm hacking to your thing. Don't worry. I've literally got comments from my other settings videos that this is a really good pack. Alright, and then for this part is this clean.exe. This just cleans up your storage. It should bring up this thing, and basically you can have an option to clean up, like, oh my gosh, yo, we gotta clean that part. Oh, while that it's at hand, there's a thing that's actually a really secret that's used by pros, but not a lot of them tell you. You want to go to your little Windows search bar, alright, and you want to type in local app data %. Alright, you want to click this folder, and then you see you have the Fortnite game and Fortnite game 1. Alright, for me, as you see, I haven't done this in a while. I would recommend doing this method every update you get. Like, what this method does is it clears all the cache files that come with these updates. And these updates give you like stutters, least input delay. It feels laggy. It doesn't feel as smooth. So what you want to do is, for normally on your side, you just have Fortnite game. All right. So this is your POV. So don't worry. What you want to do is right click, rename it, and add a 1. From there, once you rename it, just load up game, and there should be 2 files. All right. Well, if you do this method, it's gonna change your graphical settings. So you're gonna have to click that. All right. Don't worry, it's not gonna change your sensitivity or anything, your keybinds. It's just only gonna change your graphical settings. As you see, it changes completely everything. So you want to change everything back to normal. So once you exit out of Fortnite and you want to do this method again, you just go back to your local app data percent, and you're gonna be possessed with Fortnite game 1. All right, with 2 folders. All right, this is fine. If you want to do this trick again, all you have to do is delete Fortnite game 1 folder, and then just rename Fortnite game. And yeah, that's gonna be it for the end of this video, guys. If you guys enjoyed, click that subscribe button.